Toluwanimi Tunde, born and raised in Nigeria, 6'6" offensive tackle for the University of UConn. The rising star as an illustration is dreaming to make the NFL. Check out his story. I'm Emmanuel Pese, sports journalism for my network Stat TV show. I'm with the offensive tackle, Toluwanimi Tunde.
You got it almost right, man.
Yeah, my bad. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing, man? Good?
Very good, man. Yeah. How's life? How's everything with you?
Man, it's going great. Thank God, man. God's been amazing. Right now, just taking care of the fam. Just, spend time much with my family and stuff. But yeah, I was meant to go to UConn this off season, but I wasn't because of some family issues. So I'm taking care of that right now. But I should be done in a couple months.
That's what's up, though. So for the viewers out there who has no idea who we are, I know exactly who you are. Talk to me a little bit about yourself.
Obviously my name is Toluwanimi Tunde. I come from Nigeria, so I spent most of my time. I was born in Warri, Delta State. So basically that's where I was raised up. Nigeria is not how it is right now, but it's a great country, honestly, with great people, great culture. And it was amazing living down there. So like my mom, my dad actually from the same area, and like they live there from Kwara State, so they met there, and they became my parents and stuff. So like I grew up from Warri, then after I moved to Lagos, that's where I lived and went to school and everything. Then and after during 2014. My dad passed away. It was a lot, but
my condolences.
It's all good. But my mom, she's been my heart and soul. She has been everything to me. I thank God that God blessed me and my sisters with her. She was amazing. She's amazing to me and my sisters, and she gave us everything we had. And yeah. But after that, we moved to Canada. I think 2017 December. And when I came here, my mom was like, "Okay, we're gonna start a new life here." Because back home wasn't a good place to raise your kids and stuff. So we came here, my mom made sure everything was arranged, and when I came here, I started playing basketball because back home I was playing soccer at first. Then I was really good at soccer, but I was a youngin. But now I can start playing basketball, and basketball actually was my second love, and it was pretty good. But after a while, people were like saying, "Okay, you're a good basketball player, but you be a better football player and stuff." So like my coach, Marvin Golding, so he helped me a lot because he's the one that instilled to me okay, trust me, if you play football, I can see you go to the NFL and stuff. I'm like, okay, for real? I said, yeah, trust me, I had opportunities and stuff. So he told me, and he been training with me for 3 years now. Yeah, he helped me a lot. He's the guy who actually gave me motivation. He instilled me the exercises I need to do, instilled me the discipline and the effort, gave me made me tough, made me everything, man. I appreciate him so much. So I give him that, and he when I linked me with my coach, Coach Andre Clark. He coaches at Canada Prep. He's a great coach. He helped me a lot. He made a good program down there. Me and my boys down there. So opportunity to have the opportunity, and here I am now. Coming to UConn football.
That's what's up. That's great to hear those news because at the same time, you had a rough path. From Nigeria, always to Canada. Then after that, you start playing basketball.
Yeah.
How hard was it that transition from being a local kid who's been raised by both parents, and you talk about your dad passing away in 2014, my condolences again. Then you find your niche, and you know what? This is what I want to do. I'm about to do this right now.
Well, I mean, basically, finding my niche was okay, I had to find what I actually like doing. I mean, you don't really just go into something you don't like doing it, right?
Correct.
Right. So I mean, I was always a sports guy. I liked playing sport when I was young, but also I was a little bit of a bookworm too because as African parents, you guys study LSU, being problem for real.
Yeah.
So, yeah, for real. So I mean, my soccer and and basketball, it translated to my football skills. At the same time too, like when I was playing football, I was like, okay, I was playing it for fun. And after I actually developed like a love for the game, you know, like I wanted to know more. I was trying to get better, trying to get, you know, trying to be like more of like an experienced player, trying to be a leader in the team, trying to like, you know, instill like a discipline for myself and for like my teammates.
Yeah.
So like it was like I actually developed like a real passion for the game, and I kept on working and working. I'm still working because the work is never done. So like that's where my passion came from, and also my mom too. She's been very supportive of me. She be helping me out. She's the one that paid for my school, paid for my prep school for me to go. She told me that like if you want to go do this, go do it. But you got to give it 100%. So my mom should be my rock and everything. So I appreciate that. So, but I get most of my passion and everything from my parents and my family.
That's great to hear that. You have a great supporting system as well too.
Right.
You mentioned about the game of football. Did any player that comes to mind you model your game at your position as an offensive tackle?
Yes. I try to like model my position off like two guys. I would say Trent Williams and one of the draft picks right now, Ike Kwanu. From the Carolina Panthers, so like he's a fellow Nigerian as well. So like I like about Toluwanimi Williams because of like he's so consistent. Like he's been doing this for years right now, you know. So like and my game is similar to him because I'm as athletic as him, you know. Like and he's a very physical guy. I'm very physical, but I'm not as physical as him yet. But I'm gonna be. So, but like I like his game because his game is so more experienced. Like it's more IQ because he knows what you're about to do before you even do it. Like especially if you're a defensive end because he's so experienced. He knows the game in and out. So like I'm trying to be as smart as him when it comes to the IQ of the game. At the same time, I'm trying to like be as physical as him. And when it comes to the game too. So, but for Ikem is like his own experience. But he obviously has gained experience over the years. He played for NC State. So for him, I try to be like, I say, like he's a very disciplined person. He's disciplined in the game. At the same time too, he's a very consistent person too as well. So I try to model my game after him. And he's a fellow Nigerian, so you understand the struggle. So I'm trying to like model my game after him. At the same time too, like learn from him, from his mistakes, learn from what I can do better, and learn what he's doing good. I can model my game after.
That's great to hear that. And the thing about it too, the game of football, it's all about strategy. You learn from your own mistakes, you learn from weaknesses and strength to become a better football player, right?
Right.
Yeah. So you played for Sun Youth for 2 games.
Yes.
You were actually nominated for the Sun Youth League MVP, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm sorry?
You were actually nominated for the Sun Youth League MVP, if I'm not mistaken.
So I'm for the defensive player.
Defensive player, my bad.
Yeah, but like that was I only played 2 games. Like so, like that was before the 2020 season before like we got shut down. So I played for them for 2 games. I did well in those 2 games. I think I had like 3 sacks, 4 sacks. It was a good game. But like I was like, because of the season was shut down and you have experience, I was just going off my athletic abilities and stuff. So like in total, I didn't really gain as much experience from something that I should. So the COVID-19, but like the coaches showed me like what football is all about. So I give them props for that. But I learned much about the game from Coach Andre Clark and some of my other coaches. That helped me out in Montreal and in Ontario too. So like it was mostly from them. But Sonny was a starting point for me. So I actually appreciate that for giving the opportunity.
That's what's up. And after that, you went out to play for the academy in St. Catherine, Ontario.
Yes.
That to you was actually a blossom moment for you to say, you know what, I'm here. I'm about to get to the next level. How did it play it out that you went out to play for the academy prep school in St. Catherine, Ontario?
Okay, for that situation, that was my trainer, Marvin Golden.
Okay.
Yeah, so he helped me out because like he told me that okay, you're gonna help me introduce me to a coach. I didn't know the coach who was but I didn't know it was Coach Andre Clark. So he was training actually at the soccer at the Riverside Park field in LaSalle. He was training some other guys who were like playing at I think college. So he told me that okay, Andre, this is a kid named Tolu. He's a very raw kid, but he has a lot of talent and stuff like that. So he told him about me, and coach was like, okay, no problem. I can bring it in. Let me talk to him. And after I talked with coach was like, come here and I can help you develop, help you a better player, help you to get better at the game, help you to know more about the game, get discipline, get your IQ, and more experience. I was like, okay. And he told me like he play American competition too. So that was like, okay, no problem. I'm definitely down to come down there, right? So he talked with my mom. My mom was excited, so she said, okay, you know what? Okay, let's do it, because it actually costs a lot of money to go down there.
Yeah.
Because it's a prep school, right? So my mom paid part of the money. I paid part of the money to share the bill. I went down there and I gave it my all down there. I learned a lot from them, from my coach, Andre Clark, and from my teammates who played the game before me. And it was a great experience down there, and made a lot of connections. And yeah, that's when doing my thing.
Of all those athletes interview, when it comes to football, you not only you stand out the most, but you felt in your position like you're extremely confident to get where you are today, right?
Yeah.
And what's separate from other players you play against, you play with, they say, you know what, I'm gonna be where I am right now. I'm gonna be strength for greatness every single day.
Okay. Well, basically, like other guys, like they were very good players, but like a lot of guys, like they don't have the work ethic and they don't have the the discipline to be able to work every day and say, okay, fine, I want this, I want that. And so on them too, like their mindset is different. Like mindset is just so little, and they don't go push themselves that hard. Well, I mean, I'm different. Like it was not only me, there was a couple of players too. Like one of my friends that's at Rutgers too. We always work out together. My other friend, Keith, he also same thing too. So like, every day we just work out twice a day. In the morning we do some runs. That was in the off season. Do runs. We do some, some stretching. In the afternoon we go in the gym. We lift. We do some weightlifting. We do a lot of stuff. We do some conditioning. Like make sure that our body's strong, body's better. Try to get stronger faster. And more, and get a better IQ. Watch film. Just for us like get better, because I know that okay, like if we want to make it far and to achieve greatness, we have to put in that work, and that's what people don't understand. Work is important. If you're not hardworking, if you don't have that hard work mentality, if you don't have that toughness in your mind, and you don't have that mindset, you can't go anywhere. So that's what I instilled into myself and said, okay, fine, I'm going to do this. So basically, I meant that mentality for myself. I make sure I push it, and I make sure that okay, it's not just for me. It's just not for me, but for my whole family too. I have a why. My why is because of my family. I'm trying to make a better life for my family and for me, and for and to inspire younger kids to that anything is possible, right? So
that's a great quote. That's a great mentality you have, and with that mentality, I know for a fact like the sky's the limit for you.
Yes, sir.
And from that point, there was now to three teams in Eastern Michigan we're talking about. You reached to Buffalo, UConn.
Yeah.
First off, when we heard those three college teams came to see you, what was your reaction? How did family reacted? And why did you choose UConn?
Well, I mean, when those because a lot of school when I was getting recruited in the off season, like at first I didn't have any film because I didn't have my visa to be able to travel to the States for my first season. So most of my friends did, but I didn't go. But I know it was a surprise. I was getting like recruited by coaches in the States by a lot. I was like so surprised because my teammates went to the States and I have film, but I don't have film. So I'm like, I told coach, hey coach, this is what's happening right now. They're like, coach is blowing up my phone. I said like, yo, I said yeah, it's normal. So you sure? I said yeah. I mean, you have all the metrics you're looking for in terms of your size, athleticism, speed and everything like that. So they should be blowing up your phone like that. So okay, no problem. So I came and talked to the coaches. A lot of coaches hit me up. Coaches from Cincinnati, coaches from Pittsburgh, coaches from Baylor, coaches from big time schools. They hit me up. Because they're saying okay, I can't. They're saying like okay, we like you. We like the small film you did in Canada, and we want to come out for the camps and stuff. And they all saw me in camps. And some of them, a lot of them liked me. Some of them said, okay, we gotta wait and see more film. And that's why I did that's why school me to Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, they offered me. because they didn't see our film, and the other guys who have film who were playing in the States who already, have experience. And man, I was a very raw kid, and I didn't have that much experience, so they were like banking on their experience of other guys. But like UConn, Buffalo, Michigan, they were like, oh, they were on me, saying, okay, yes, you raw, but you have all the you have all the things we're looking for. So that we want in a player. We will have like, apart from your physical attributes, you have like the mentality, you have the edge that we're looking for in a player, like the intangibles, And then we're like, okay, I mean, your physical traits are amazing. Because of your physical traits and your mentality, we can be able to mold you into one of the best players in college football and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, no problem, coach. I'm ready to start. And they were like, okay. Then they talked to me and my coach, my teammates were there too as well. That's why I came out for the camps. They liked me. They all liked me. They were like, okay, we're gonna offer you straight up, And the other kids were there too, but they were like, nah, this kid is something else. So other kids, I wasn't the biggest at the camp. I was like the 15th biggest, 12th biggest.
Damn.
I wasn't like the biggest guy. The guys were 6'8", 6'9", 6'7". I was just at that time I was 6'5", so like. I wasn't the biggest guy. I was 6'5", 275. So I wasn't the biggest guy. It's just that like they saw something in me that the other people didn't have. That's what I appreciate those schools that gave me the opportunity. And Buffalo saw the same thing too. Other schools saw it too. Just that they didn't pull the trigger, right? So when UConn, then it was between those three schools. So when I talked to those three schools, like UConn was like they were showing me like a blueprint for how they're gonna like use me in college and stuff, and they were like showing me the most love. They'll text me every day. The offensive line coach was calling me every day. It was like saying that, now we like you, like we want you to calm down and help us out, and we can develop you to something special. And I was like, okay, no problem. And I was talking, and some of the teammates who were down there in UConn, some of them are from Montreal too as well. So I'm like, okay, like I like what I'm seeing right here, and the teammates, I talk to them as well like a lot, and the program is going somewhere that has never been gone before, and that's what I want to help and I want to be part of. I want to be part of that kind of program that's led by a very amazing group of men, one of the best coaching staff, at least from my opinion, and in terms of Jim Mora, he knows how to build a program. He knows how to run a team. He knows how to like build people from ground up. He knows what the NFL are looking for in terms of prospects, and at the same time too, he knows like what the team needs, how the mentality the team needs, how the way they carry themselves, how to build a winning program. That's why I'm like, okay, he's done it in the highest level in the NFL. Of course, he can do it right now in college football. So I believed in that, and I believed in his vision. And after that, I talked to my mom. My mom talked to the head coach and the offensive line coach, and they were like, it's a no-brainer. We coming into UConn, and that was it.
Damn, that's honestly though, it's a relief after that, and also there's more work to do.
There's more work to do. There's always more work to do.
When you heard that relief, like, okay, you know what, I'm in UConn, how did you become so laser focused on one purpose to be like, you know what, that there's a next step after that?
Yeah. I mean, it's hard because one thing you gotta understand, like, there's always distractions everywhere.
Yeah.
So you have to like try to like have like a singular perspective, a singular focus, right? Mm-hmm. So like you just have to like try to like, you know, deny and like cancel all distractions, like things that you know that like will not progress you, but only like lower you and diminish you, right? Mm-hmm. So like I don't condone that, like things that don't make me or help me in my career or help me as a man or as a person, like elevate me. I ain't condone that. Like things like, I mean, when it comes to like partying, I don't really go parties because it's not the right thing. Clubbing, you know, like stuff like that. Drinking, smoking, like I don't do any of those type of stuff. You know, I've never done it in my life. Like so, like I ain't gonna let that deteriorate my future. And like you know, and also the mentality. Like people, like when they like get to a certain point, they'll be like, nah, I'm tired. I can't do this anymore. You know, but nah, I can't have that mentality. You always gotta have a discipline, because you're not always going to be motivated, right? Yeah. But you have to have a discipline that like, okay, I got to do this. I'm trying to get to this level. I'm trying to like achieve this in my life, you know, try to be that next step, trying to achieve that next echelon, right? So it's like you have to have like I don't know. At the same time, you have to have a motivation. You have to have a discipline. At the same time, you have to have a why, because that why, when you're down, that why is gonna elevate you back up. Because if you don't know why you're doing something, then why you do it at all, right? So the why is important. Like, why you're doing this, and when you realize that why is what the reason why you're doing that, then everything else is clear. And you're not gonna allow anything to like deteriorate that or like lessen that opportunity for you to achieve that goal. So that's why I can't let anything like deteriorate me from that. So that's why even right now I don't have a girlfriend, I don't have anything like that, just because I'm trying to focus at this moment right now.
You have that killer mentality,
Yes.
that Kobe Bryant mentality, and now you you're gonna play your season in May at UConn University. There's a lot of expectation for yourself and as well as for your team. Before we wrap this interview, what is your main purpose for college at UConn, as a team, and individual as yourself?
My main purpose actually in UConn just to win a lot of games and make as much as bowl games, and as much as if you can make a national championship, if you can during my time there, that'll be amazing. Like, it's just for us, like in UConn, that's when they established that like at UConn, like we are a winning program at the highest level. That's what I'm to achieve at UConn. And when I live there, we're like, okay, like 5 stars want to come there, 4 stars want to come there, anybody wants to come there. We're already known for our basketball and our women and hockey and everything. We already know that, okay, we're the best in those positions. But we're trying to like establish in football that, okay, we are the best in that as well. So like we're trying to establish like a platform, foundation that, okay, this, when you come to UConn, you're expected to be excellent. You have to have this a certain part of excellence when trying to achieve. I'm trying to be a cornerstone that's trying to achieve that. I want to be a key piece in trying to achieve that as well. That's my time in UConn for sure. And obviously develop into an NFL prospect, and obviously and as well achieve my degree, because obviously a lot of guys go to the NFL and don't get their degrees, right? So it's good to have your degree before you go pro, because at least you have something back to fall back on. So that's important, because it shows that, okay, you were able to do that, go to school, education, and as well achieve your dreams. So it inspires the younger generation that's coming up, and that's what I'm trying to do. And as well as a person, like as a person, I want to grow more as a human being, and as a man, and as as a person that can instill into younger kids that, like I can do this, you can do this, you can do anything you set your mind to do. Like, don't let anyone tell you that you cannot do this, because you can. It's just up to you and how much you put and how much work you put into that. So that's why I'm like, okay, I got to go there, and that school defines that, especially the coaching staff. The coaching staff, those like from the head coach down to the analysts to the assistants, they all about that. They're all about being the right person, being the right guy, being the right, having that core group of guys. At the same time, first as a man, as an individual, then after a football player. That's important. If you have a football player, even though he's a star, whatever, but he's not a good person, not a good man, he's not have good principles, doesn't have good morals, you don't want to be that kind of person, because he's a good football player, but as a person, nobody wants to be that. Exactly. So you gotta have the tool. You have to be able to be a good person. Be importantly as a good person first, because when you're a good person, everyone wants to be around you. Everyone wants to learn from you. Everyone say, okay, how did you do that? Everyone say, okay, why are you so positive? Why are you so, why does everybody reek of that energy that like brings people together?
That interaction.
Like why you so like why do you encourage everybody? Why do you do this? Why do you do that? I said, like that's what I'm trying to get to. I'm already part of that, but I'm trying to be at a higher level and help our community as a person, and inspire the younger ones.
This is my belief. I see you playing the NFL. I'm not putting too many pressure on you.
No, there's no pressure.
But this is the way your mentality possessed, and I saw a couple of your clips, the way you were trained, the way you were playing at St. Catherine Academy Prep. It was fantastic, amazing. Before we wrap up the interview, I'm gonna give you some keywords, and you answer off the bat. Okay. Ready to go?
All right,
cool. Nigeria.
Culture.
Okay. You love rice.
Oh, the best. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Football.
It's passion.
Okay. Montreal.
Montreal. People.
Okay. Marvin Golden.
Discipline. Strive for greatness.
Okay. One more thing before I let you go. NFL.
NFL. The goal. The dream.
The dream. All right, my man. Thank you so much, Mr. Toluwanimi for
Yes, sir.
Tunde.
Yes, sir, man.
All
Appreciate
love.
you. Yes, sir, email.
All their success.
Thank you,
Strive
man.
for greatness.
Yes,
I
sir.
see you like on the right path on successful. Not because you're here on my show, but I see you getting better every single day.
Let's go.
And don't give up, man.
Nah, I never giving up.
Never?
Never.
Thank you so much, my man.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you so much for watching an interview with Stat TV Enterprise. My man, Toluwanimi Tunde. I got it right this time.
Yes, sir, he did.
Thank you so much. And for further information, make sure you follow him on his Instagram, Toluwanimi Tunde. UConn football player. He's the next star in line, man.
Yes, sir.
Don't forget his name. You gotta remember his name. And follow me on my page, Stat55, Stat TV Enterprise, for sports information. I'll see you guys later. Have a good night and have a good evening. God bless you. Peace.
Appreciate it. God bless you.